Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 411 podcast with Laren Gaines, featuring special guest, Misco. Please follow, like, comment, share, and subscribe on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, and YouTube at Laren Gaines. Text Laren at 609-738-0611. Thanks. Enjoy the show.
What's up, y'all? What's going on? Welcome to the 411 podcast. So we got a good show tonight. We have Misco coming in the building. So I just want to give a special shout out to anybody who is out there on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, YouTube. Drop it in the comments. Let me know what's going on. Let me know where you're calling from. So we're going to get into the song of the day right now.
Song of the Day from the 411 podcast, Inspiration Information by Shugi Otis, from the Inspiration Information album, released in 1974. Song of the Day.
All right, so just felt like going in a different place, felt like traveling a little bit. So we took it back to 1974 with Shugi Otis, Inspiration Information. I want y'all to remember this song, research it if you've never heard of it before. This is still new to me as well. So I came across Shugi Otis and I was like, all right, I heard that name before. Let me do some research. So I want y'all to pay special close attention to this song, Inspiration Information, because it's definitely going to be part of something in the future. So I just want to apologize to a few people out there for all of the mishap that has been going on with social media and everything. I've heard that videos have been dropping off. Now all of a sudden we got some issues going on Instagram tonight. So just hang on a little bit. We're going to get this right so we could do this show the right way. So hang out a little bit. Yeah, I'll keep pausing this thing all night if I have to, just to make sure that we got this thing right tonight. All right, so special guest, Misco in the building. I want to give a shout out to a few people who support the 401 podcast. Thank y'all so much for the love and support out there. All of the likes, the comments, the shares, definitely appreciate it. So we have Soul Girl. We have Sky's the Limit. Thank you so much for coming in. Looks like this might be your first time coming in. Unique and Lovely LLC. Teal Queen of Bling. Ian West, what's going on? CS Essentials. Meticulous Styles. Fashala Jules. Miss Melissa Brown, thank you so much. BB's Authentic Essentials. Now, I want to give a recap from what we talked about last night when it comes to the burning question. So, it's important to make sure that our children grow up in the right environment and, my opinion, make sure that they are fiscally responsible. So what are some of the clever ways to teach the youth the importance of being financially responsible? So I basically put it out there to see what are some things that, we're doing out there to teach our youth about the importance of saving money, doing the right thing with their money. And one exercise that I did with my children, I called it basically the real game of life. You all know the game of life, which I think is an excellent game. And I think that every household should have it. But after we got done playing, the game of life, then I basically said, all right, let's do, the LG version of life. So get you a pen, get you a paper, get you a calculator, and we're going to explore a little bit. What do you want to be when you grow up? What do you want to be when you grow up? And I had my children look up the, annual salary of what they chose to be in their career. And then we put that annual salary down. And then I said, all right, now what kind of car are you driving? And then we looked up the value of the car that they wanted. And then they wrote that down and we did the whole thing, like all the way down to what type of food, what type of lifestyle are you going to live? Like, are you going to be vegetarian? Are you, vegan? Are you this? Are you that? Where are you shopping from? What type of clothes you wearing? All the way down. I mean, it could go on and on and on and on and on. And it was eye-opening, for my kids to see exactly, what was going to happen. and some of it was disastrous, and some of it was like, oh, okay, so this is what I'm doing. So I honestly think that that's a great way to teach them financial responsibility. Play the game of life with them, and talk about some real stuff that's going on in the world, and even in your environment. Teach your kids, like, let them see exactly what you're going through, and your financial issues and struggles or whatever you have, or celebrations that you might have, because at the end of the day, our parents, they can be from some of the best forms of inspiration right off the bat. So I'm only speaking from experience. Get that pen, get that paper, get that calculator, and talk to your kids about real life situations. I know that's what I did. So now we are ready to reach out to my special guest, Misko. How are you doing out there on Instagram? Let me know if you can hear me good. Let me know if everything's good. Started cutting up a little bit, but I think we sort of fixed that a little bit. So make sure everything's good out there. Like I said, I'll stop this thing 1,000 times if I have to make sure that we get it good. I want to make sure that everybody gets a good experience on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, YouTube. I got cut off again last night, so we working around something different tonight to make sure that everything goes through well without any cutoffs or any interruptions or anything like that. So, and if you do see anything that's not right, the audio might be off, something's not, the way, it appears to be, please message me and let me know. I take things very serious, and I'm such a perfectionist. And right now, I'm so proud of myself, because the old me would have lost my mind 1,000 times when shit doesn't go right. And I've been cut off 1,000 times midstream of saying something that's very important. The audio has jumped in and out. Y'all see my fingers touching the screen, trying to make shit work. All of that stuff would have driven the old me absolutely crazy. So I'm glad that I'm able to, deep breaths, take it in and keep it moving, because I can't stop what's going to happen. I can't, it's out of my control. And even though things happen, we still get through and find a way to make it work. But I appreciate all of y'all out there for letting me know that we still sound good out there on Instagram. Again, and if you are on Facebook, if you're on YouTube, Twitter, drop it in the comments. Facebook people, I will get back to you when I can. I'm unable to respond to you right now at the moment, but I got you on the other end. So we getting ready to reach out to Miss Misko right now.
Hello.
Hey, what's going on?
I am great. How are you?
I'm good. I just want to say welcome to the 411 podcast. Thank you so much for coming on. I appreciate, everything that you've done so far.
Well, thank you for having me.
Because I was talking to everybody earlier. It's been a rough about a couple weeks here. We've been having some issues. I don't really watch myself. And one time I decided to watch myself back, and I got halfway through the show and I had a fit. In my mind, I was losing it 1,000 times. Audio was getting choppy. I had heard something. I heard something about the audio getting choppy before, but I didn't come across it. But I decided to watch one of the old shows, and I heard it. And I was like, that's a problem. So then I tweaked something. And next thing you know, whatever happened, half of the show got cut off. Once we get to the 30-minute mark, it just dropped off for like four days straight.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Yeah. So it was just crazy. And then we decided to do the reading between the wines outside. And that didn't go well. It was choppy and crazy and everything like that. So I was just letting everyone know, if anything's crazy, audio's out of control, something doesn't sound right, something doesn't look right, just let me know, DM me, and we'll take it from there.
Well, I hope they can hear me loud and clear.
I hear you great. I'm sure they do.
Okay.
I think I kind of fixed. We'll just see what happens tonight. I want to get a good show tonight. Want to make sure that everything gets in top to bottom. So we have the wonderful, talented, beautiful, awesome Misco. Am I saying your name properly?
Misco.
Misco.
Like
Okay.
disco, but with the M.
Misco. I know.
Yes.
Now don't get upset because I've been calling you Misco all week.
That's okay. I'm used to it.
So we have Misco. What's going on, Nate? What's good? So we have Misco in the building. Yeah, Misco, right? Yeah, Misco in the building. So where are you calling from?
I am calling all the way down from Miami, Florida.
That's what's up. Miami, what's up? We had somebody else on a couple of days ago that spoke about Miami. So what's exciting in Miami? I know all of the food. When I was there years ago, that was one thing that I enjoyed, having a nice meal, sitting outside. One of the restaurants was outside. I couldn't remember anything.
Yeah, we have some nice restaurants down here. I'm over the weather, the heat. I can do without the summer year round.
Nope. We're gonna stop it. No, absolutely not. Mm-mm. So, you live in Miami and you don't like the heat?
No, I don't.
Well, I live in Jersey and I love the heat. And right now, I'm in a tent now, sweating like crazy, but it's all right. It's cool. Because I'd rather sweat like this than to freeze to death. You know, you can always get in a shower 1,000 times. You can get under some AC. You can go swimming. You can control your body temperature better in the summertime, I believe, versus the wintertime when you freezing as hell and you got to try to put on layers and put on layers and put on layers. You know, I'm not trying to take the show there tonight, but you know, you could always take your clothes off. That's all I'm trying to say.
If it get hot enough, definitely.
I don't understand. So you don't like the hot weather?
No, it's like it's a dry hot and the humidity. Like you can literally see the heat waves.
Nah,
that's how hot it is.
Bring it on. I say bring it on to me. I'd rather have this 365 days out of the year than to go through any type of cold weather. I could deal with fall because I kind of like Halloween. I like the mystery around Halloween. Anything after Halloween, forget it. I'm start to turn real miserable. Don't talk to me. Don't look at me. I'll see you in spring. And if that,
our little winters down here are beautiful because it's barely winter. We get a little breeze down here. We pulling out boots and Uggs.
I mean, and the spring times here in Jersey on the Northeast are not really spring. It's like we have 2 seasons. Actually, we have 3. We have winter, and then we have summer, and then we have fall. It's like coming out of winter is real hard. Sometimes our spring gets like skip right on over. Crazy, but all right. So what else is good in Miami?
The music, okay. The vibe. We have so many different nationalities and cultures down here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the music is good. Music is good. You know, some of the famous people that I can remember from Miami, and I'm probably missing a whole bunch. Actually, I probably should just shut up because I'm really going to mess it up. But I know you got, of course, Pitbull, right?
Pitbull, Betty Wright, Gloria Estefan.
Ooh, I didn't know Betty Wright. That's what's up.
Yes, the infamous legend. Yeah. Rest in peace, Betty Wright. Mm-hmm. It's from Miami.
I didn't know that. Cleanup Woman. That's inspired the Mary J. Blige remix of Real Love. That's what's up.
Yes.
Lost my mind when I first heard that as a kid. Are you a Mary J. Blige fan?
I am. I follow her page. I've been saying I have to get a chance to taste her two new wines that she just introduced.
My favorite one is the Pinot Grigio Ramato. I sampled that the other night, and the next day I was hurting. That documentary that she did, It really effed me up. First of all, halfway through it, I started to break down on the inside, and I didn't want people on the outside to see what was going on in the inside, but I just couldn't hide it. And then we started to drink the wine towards the end. The next day, I was tore up. But that documentary is really inspirational. I honestly think that everybody who inspires to be something, wants to be something, was told that you were nothing, and deep down inside that you are something, I honestly recommend you watching that.
I definitely have to look that up on YouTube. But Mary just talks to your soul, period, whether it be through her music, her influence, and the culture.
Everything.
She's one of our queens.
Everything. Yeah. That's my girl. I love Mary. And we're going to talk about, how you ride for who you ride for towards the end. But all right. So Shop Glam Life. You are an entrepreneur. Talk to me about that.
Slay Glam Life.
Shop Glam Life. What did I say?
Slay Glam Life.
Oh, I said shop. It's Shay.
Slay.
Slay?
Like slay, honey. Slay.
Oh,
Slay.
Slay. Oh, okay. So Slay Glam Life. My bad. Slay
Glam Life. Yes.
Slay. All right. So let us know how you started slaying.
Okay. Well, I have been in business over 5 years now.
Okay.
I am a full service licensed esthetician. So in addition to making skincare products and spa products, I also provide services such as body cavitation, facials.
Oh, you're gonna have to back up. The first one, I don't know what that is. What is that?
Oh, body cavitation. That is like body contouring, where we help you with the cavitation machine that has different frequencies that help to eliminate fat and shape and contour your body.
Okay. Is that expensive to do that?
It's not. It depends upon your body fat as well as how your body takes to the service to see how many treatments you would actually need to see results. Now, most people see results from the first session.
Now, I have a burning question that, we need to talk about that, because people who just can't get it together, I wonder, should they come and take up your services?
It depends on what it is they can't get it together with. If it's like dieting and things like that, I always try and tell people and encourage people to always be mindful. You can go and get a quick fix, but if you're not working on yourself from the inside out, it's still going to continue to go backwards.
You better say that. You better say it. You have to work from the inside out. And I'm talking not even, you're about to take us on a whole nother level. So the video keeps going in and out. So someone said that Instagram keeps going in and out. Let me see what's going on here. Well, it looks good on my end, so I'm not quite sure what's up with that. But like I said, I apologize, y'all, for the technical difficulties that we have been having lately. But I would like to get, a YouTube session, Facebook, Twitter, nonstop, top to bottom, without any issues, because it has not been right for the past week. But we still good on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Hang tight. All right, so Slay, because I don't know where the hell I got Shay from. My eyes must be playing tricks on me. So now there's a lot of competition out there where you're at. All of the plastic surgery and the quick fixes, just go in and get it done. And if you go over there near Brazil, you got a lot of that going on. So how's business with the competition of people who just want to get a quick fix?
I mean, business is good. You will always have competition in every business you are in, whether you sell in hair or doing nails or doing fashion. There's always competition. You just have to find your niche, stick with your niche, and focus on what makes you stand out.
I agree with that. And how long you said you've been in business again?
I have been in business for over 5 years.
Now, what are some of your best services or your favorite services or products that you like to tell us about?
One of my favorite products would, of course, be my aloe butter.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of our top sellers. It sells out quick. Most people who purchase it, after they use it once, they end up coming back, and then they usually buy 2 at a time, so they never run out. Aloe butter is full body, so you can use it on your hair, you can use it on your skin. It's great for anyone who has eczema because it will heal it, because it actually has full aloe in it.
Mm.
If you want to grow your hair, if you're trying to grow those edges back, you're trying to maintain your beard, but also have it soft, but also looking manageable, it's great for that as well.
I might need to get some of that because I was like getting too much going on here. I was like, I wonder if I need to cut this now or not. But all right. You got a little quiet.
I'm still here. And as far as services, cavitation will probably be one of the top ones. I love doing facials because I love the before and after effect. I love doing facials and I love doing feet. I know most people don't like doing feet, but I love the whole before and after of just seeing how it went from looking like ugh to wow.
Now, feet are very important. Someone said, is it safe, aloe butter, is it safe for kids?
Yes, it is. I actually have people who use it on their babies. I created it specifically for eczema patients because I had a lot of friends and family that had young kids, even a newborn baby that was suffering from eczema, and Johnson & Johnson only further broke them out.
Mm.
And my aloe butter actually cleared everything up for them. So yes, it's safe on kids. You can even use it on babies.
You know what I love? I would have to smell it, but one thing that I fell in love with was pure mango butter.
Mango butter. Okay. I might have to do something with that.
When I tell you the smell is just amazing, right off the bat. So aloe butter, I know the smell is probably amazing too.
Yes, it's very fresh and clean, but it's a light scent, so it's not overpowering. All of my products are made with essential oils. They have no irritants, no alcohol, no parables in them. So everything is all natural. And also men can use it. So it's not something like, oh, it smells too feminine that a man won't want to use it. And it won't clash with your perfume or your cologne if you want to wear that as well.
Very good. Very good. That's what's up. Aloe butter from Slay Glam Life. See, I got my memory in check. You know, I got to write stuff down because I'll be messing things up. I'll be calling you somebody else and this and that.
Well, it's only one me, and I love saying that. It's only one Misco in the entire United States.
That's what's up. Now, let's talk about your shipping. Do you ship worldwide or is it just in the States? What's that like?
I right now I switched it back to just in states because I was doing shipments overseas. The thing is, when it runs into custom issues, I never want to have an issue with the customer because it's been held up by customs. Because once it leaves the state, I have no control over it. Once customs have it,
and then now
it might take days before they release it to you, depending upon where it's at.
Yeah, you got issues. People upset at you because the shit came broken and cracked up. I had that happen to me one time. I ordered something and it was a Christmas gift and I was waiting for it. Came 2 days before Christmas. The damn earring was missing. It was jacked up, but I get you. And you could tell that the box was tore open. Like, that's not how they sent it. It went through all kinds of hell to get here. So,
exactly.
So talk to us about what's new. You have anything new coming this year or maybe towards the beginning of next year? I can't believe that we are halfway through 21 people. So this is
I know, right?
This is it.
I definitely have some new things coming up. I'm working on some new products. I will be releasing a dark spot corrector. It'll be a serum. I'm working on some more butters. So people said they want some more scents.
Okay.
I am also working on some more clothing because I also do apparel with Slay Glam Life. I will be bringing back my candles because every time I restock, they sell out. So I will be restocking some and also introducing a fall line going into the holidays of the candle scent.
Oh, that's what I want to ask you a question. So
Yes.
I am booking up now for December. I am like so excited. I just want to thank everybody out there again who support. But yeah, I am getting ready to finish up 21 as far as booking up. So I would like you to come back in December if you like to, but I would appreciate it if you would come back to support and, you know, do some holiday shopping right here on the 411.
I will definitely come back. If you are open to having me, I'm open to coming back.
Yeah, we definitely going to have something special for y'all for the holidays. I can't wait. So
yeah, we might incorporate some giveaways on the live.
That sounds good. All right. So what else? What else you got for us?
Like I was saying, I'll be bringing back the candles. Bringing new merchandise as far as apparel. And I also recently posted on my page for any upcoming businesses or any current businesses that want to elevate their status or gain more exposure, or if they want to promote an event, they can send me an inbox and I will reach back out to them and we can maybe set up some type of live. The service is completely free. I'm not charging anyone anything. I just want to help other people expand their brand, expand whatever it is that they're trying to do, whether it be an event, as I said before, if they're trying to promote a sale that they have going on. Never hesitate to inbox me and I will quickly repost it, whether it be on my story or my page. If you're doing the live, we'll try and get that set up and I will try and set it up at least a week in advance, so that way I can also try and create a flyer for you to promote, and then you actually have my platform to do whatever you want with it.
That's big. That's what's up. Make sure you screen people because I've had some. Yeah, but no, that's very noble of you to do that. So shout out to you for that. It takes a lot to put your name out there. So good. Very
well,
good.
Thank you. I see so many people who have like large platforms or celebrities or local celebrities or just local people who have a high social media platform, and they charge people fees just to promote stuff on their page. And all people are trying to do is get a little exposure. It's like we say we want to help each other, but it's always a price tag associated with it.
Right.
If you helping somebody, genuinely help them. Otherwise, stop saying you helping them. Just say it's business, and that's what it is.
Right. The video paused again on Instagram. I apologize. I have no control. I have no idea what's going on. But no, you're right. And it's funny that you say that because as a little kid, I wanted to be in the entertainment industry. I wanted to do something. I didn't know what it was, but I wanted to do something. And I used to write music. I used to make stuff at home. I used to do all kinds of stuff. And all I wanted as a kid was for someone to say, you know what, understand what you're doing. Either you're doing it right or you're doing it wrong. But guess what? I'm going to show you how to do it. Yeah, come on, let me show you something. That's all that I wanted. But it seemed like as I was continuing to get into it, people were trying to take my money. It was doing weird stuff like paying to perform live. So if I'm, wanting to be an artist and I want to sing, I got to pay you to perform. That's crazy.
Right.
And it just was all kinds of crazy stuff, all kinds of people having their hands out. So when I created the 411 podcast, I was like, you know what? I want to do something to to help that one person who was like me. So anybody out there, if you just started, if you have like 20 followers, like I did last year when I first started, come on over and hit me up and, we got a spot for you. I'm not going to charge you anything. I don't care how many followers you have. I don't care if you just have 1 or 2 posts that you just started yesterday. You have a vision, you have a dream. This is what coming on the 411 is all about, is bringing it to life. So, that's what we do here.
Exactly. Because like one of the biggest things with entrepreneurs is we deal with vending events. And I recently had a vending event. I won't even say the name of the event, but they collect fees from the vendors, and they don't promote the event. They want the vendors to promote the event. It's like you want the vendors to do everything. They got to come out. They got to set up. They bring their stuff. They're supposed to promote the event. And then you get a fee just for them to come use or utilize a space that you're getting for free.
Mm. Yes.
Or a public park or a public location. And they're paying a fee, but they don't even make any money.
Yeah, it's the
same.
same.
And we have so many of those that are popping up like crazy. Everybody wants to fill up a pop-up shop. Everybody wants to do this, but no one wants to actually put the time in to actually help these business owners and help people get to where they're trying to be.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, these pop-up shops, they've been popping up left and right. What's going on, Nene? How are you out there? All right, everyone. So I see a couple people who have joined. We have Misco in the building, all the way from Miami, Florida, talking about her business, Slay Glam Life. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate it. And we talked about all of the wonderful products that she has, all the way from apparel to her wonderful aloe butter, which is one of her number one sellers. And then also you said, what is this thing again? The body shaping. What is that called again?
Body capitation.
I'm not going to say anything, but it sounds like capitation, like you cutting people's heads off.
Okay, well, let me call it body contouring because that's another name.
Oh, that sounds much better. Yeah, because that whole body capitation or whatever sound like somebody getting hurt.
Karate.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? It's time for burning questions.
Okay, so it is time for burning questions. This is a segment of the show where basically we go through real life experiences. I give opinion, my guest gives her opinion. You out there, please work with me. I understand that stuff is going down on Instagram. But go ahead and put your comments out there. If you are watching a replay, drop it in the comments and we'll continue the conversation. So now the first burning question that I have is, have you raised a sibling or know anyone who has due to a parent or parents being separated, divorced, working an extra job after, going through a separation or a divorce, somebody who might have been on drugs, alcohol, or parents who were, struck with the spirit of, I'm going out and I'm partying and I'm clubbing. So have you raised a sibling due to, all of the things that I just explained? And what lessons did it teach you at a young age? I had friends who I've seen it happen to where they always had to carry around their younger brother. And when we were trying to ride our bikes as kids and stuff like that and go places, it didn't work well for me. But if I was them and I had to have, a younger sibling to raise, I'd be like, hell no. That's probably teaching me a lesson that I don't want no kids, because this is crazy. I'm just saying,
I can't say from personal experience that I've had to raise a sibling, but I have witnessed several others raise siblings from instances where the parents just continuously kept having kids, but didn't want to raise the ones they already had. Or the parents was like Jody mama on Baby Boy, mama got to have her like two. Or mom or dad was continuously in and out of prison or in and out of rehab. And the first thing I would say to them is that, remember, there is no perfect parent. Our parents are human as well.
That is true.
And just like we have flaws and we have setbacks and we make mistakes in life, we have to look at them and realize the same thing about them. I know a lot of times we want to look at our parents as if they're our superheroes, but they're human just like we are.
Well, that is so true. But, I just want to say, when you are a parent, you do have a responsibility, because you are the first thing that the child sees. And depending on what the situation may be, mothers especially, you're like God to the children. So
that is so very true. Mothers have the responsibility of, a lot of times, unfortunately, we have so many females that become mothers before they finish growing up themselves.
That'll do it.
And they continuously have more. And it's like, okay, the oldest child is raising the middle child and the younger child, and they find themselves babysitting. They do get into that mentality or that trait of thought, well, I don't want to be a parent or I don't want to have kids. But it doesn't actually, I've seen maybe 1 or 2 cases where the person didn't have a kid, but most of the time from them raising their siblings, they end up having kids early too.
I say that anyone who continuously has kids over and over and over again, thinking that you got to live in babysitter because you have an older child because they might be spaced apart, I think you are doing such a disservice to our community as a whole.
Definitely.
Because you are teaching them all of the wrong things and they're picking up all of those bad habits. The different baby dads that you have running in and out, and just the whole behind it is just doing such a disservice, and it breaks down the younger generation, the younger women coming up. It breaks them down and it puts them in a whole another mindset that they have no business even being in.
So very true. We have females who feel like they're independent because they watch single mothers raise a family, but a lot of times the mother didn't have to necessarily raise the kid by themselves. They just pushed the father away, or they didn't allow the father to be a part of the child's life or the children's life. And then we have men who felt like, oh, the dad abandoned them, so they don't want to be a man, or they don't know what it takes to be a man, because what their mom has instilled in them is to hate men, because that's how she portrays, she sees from her relationships and from her point of view. She projects it towards her son.
That's a good point. And that'll take us into our next burning question. What does it take to raise a little boy into a man today? What are those special ingredients? You know,
I definitely think that it should include a man. And that's no disrespect to the mothers who have raised a man, or raised a son into a man without the father. If you're forced and put in that predicament, okay. But if you put yourself in that predicament, I don't agree with that. And what I mean by that is, say, God forbid, the father has passed on, or the father is locked up. Those are different circumstances. You have no choice but to continue to raise this child. Now, if the father doesn't want to be in a relationship with you and you're hindering him from seeing the child because of that, that's wrong.
You know, I had no idea. That was one of my burning questions of about maybe 2 weeks ago. I had no idea how ruthless some of the ladies are out there. Like, he can't see the baby because he won't have sex with you anymore. Like, is it?
Yes. And sadly, those are the ones who you see posting like all over social media about bashing men and men ain't this and men ain't that, and
but wait a minute,
how they gonna be a savage.
I heard about how the fellas used to do it, but I guess we taught the ladies how to do it. I heard how crazy it was what the fellas used to do, so I get that part. And not to say that it's okay, but you would expect kind of that kind of behavior from a man, I guess. It's horrible, but it's the truth and it's reality. I'm just keeping it real. That doggish dog type behavior. But I had no idea that women had picked up that torch and started to run wild with it. It's crazy. I just,
And it's unfortunately a lot more nowadays, because it's become a norm in society where females hang with a group of friends. They're like, oh, we all single. We don't need a man to help raise our kids. So they push the man away from being a part of his child's life or a part of his kid's life. And then they post stuff on social media and they're like, oh, make it public or make it shareable and all this kind of stuff, just to continuously promote negativity and promote that we don't want unity or we don't want family settings for our kids.
Wow.
So we can continuously blame men as if we have no accountability in it.
So how do you think we come around and we fix some things like this?
Accountability. When you stop pointing the finger at everybody else, you can start to focus on you.
Ain't that the
What
truth?
is your action? What is your action, reaction, or what are you saying or doing that can be corrected or fixed?
Mm-hmm.
Before you try to focus on fixing someone else or telling them what they're doing wrong, what is it that you're doing?
That is so true. You can't do anything for anybody until you get yourself together.
There it is.
And you know what? And I'm just speaking from experience with myself. There's so much. I mean, so much. And when I say so much to get together with this all right here, I ain't got time to be trying to tell nobody else how to live their life or do whatever. I got a hard enough time trying to get my stuff together.
Exactly.
Crazy.
What Michael Jackson said, the man in the mirror.
You know, I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna listen to that. I remember that as a child. I really do. But
a lot of people don't remember like the lyrics. We can know a song word for word, but we don't know the lyrics. We never listen to the meaning behind it. And then when you listen to it as you get older, you're like, wow, they meant this by that song.
I said that about every Mary J. Blige song that I've listened to. Like, she'll come out with an album or whatever, and I'll be listening to it, partying, and like, all right, that's dope. I like the guest rapper and all this. I like all of it. And at that moment, it don't mean anything to me until I go through some real life situations. And then that song will come on again, and I'll be like, oh, shit. Like, if I had just paid attention.
It put it into perspective for you.
Like, I mean, it's crazy. Songs like Love Yourself. That's been like a cry. I've been crying out ever since I was younger, and all I needed somebody to tell me to do was like, yo, like, chill. All you gotta do is love yourself. What is going on with you first? Like, I wish that I had somebody talking to me and teaching me that stuff at a younger age, to where, you know, I get to, you know, I'm 40 years old and the light bulb finally comes on, like, click. All right, yeah, start to love yourself, and then you ain't got to worry about anything else. Easier.
See, that's the type of stuff they need to put in our curriculum for these kids. Self-love, self-awareness.
And easier said than done. Like, I feel so sorry for people who are stuck. I know what it's like because I've been stuck, where you think that you need somebody to move on and you can't move on without that person. You know, I could take it back to songs like I Never Want to Live Without You, where you feel like you just want to just die because the other person don't want to be with you. That is a rough spot to be in.
It is. And I can honestly say I think we've probably all been there at least once.
Once, twice, 3, 4. Like, Lord, please, like, whatever's going on inside me internally, I need you to fix it. Please help me, because I can't do it again. And here, and like I said, it's easier said than done. It's an everyday process. There are going to be times when you wake up and you're just not feeling it, but you got to snap into it and be like, all right, so what we going to do here? Which way we going to go?
That's true. And that goes back to accountability. You wake up every morning, and first you need to be grateful that you woke up because somebody else didn't. You have to hold yourself accountable to someone higher than you. And by holding yourself accountable to someone higher than you, you take a lot of that guilt, that pain that you're holding on to and that you're harboring, and you release it to them.
Yeah.
And you don't put it on other people, and you don't put that type of power in other people's hands to where they could make or break you.
Oh, what the keyword power that came to me today. Like, how could you ever
give someone that type of power?
Let's take it back to the first time when you experienced something. Like, how did you ever let anybody have that much power over you again? And then I vow and I said, absolutely not. Will I ever do that again? Never. I don't care who you are. I don't care if it's a friendship or relationship, you know, because sometimes friendships can have you messed up too.
That's true.
And you be
but any shit that's in your life, whether it be a friendship, relationship, it's supposed to take you somewhere. Is it take you somewhere positive?
Wow, we get into some real deep conversations. We really are. So now
we were just speaking on that at service today, and it was like you have to learn how to let go of things, let go of people, not hold on to the baggage that hurt you. Because sometimes we finally let go of it, but we still sometimes hindering ourselves because we keep looking back at something, and you keeping yourself stuck in that situation. You keeping yourself stuck in how you felt at that moment.
Yeah, like I can't even explain it. I can't even explain what has been going on, but one thing that I've learned, I'm so glad that you commented out there on YouTube, because I know that we still working here because things been shutting down. People on Instagram comment as well. I know you said that the video was going in and out, but we're really getting into some real good conversations. It's, for me, it's all about living in a moment. And I'm talking about myself, when I used to go back and I'm going to make you pay for this. I'm gonna make, and with an attitude as well, like ready to fight, like where the boxing gloves, let's get, like I'm ready to, and I'm sitting here walking back and forth pacing, like Mike Tyson be when he ready for a fight. Like I'm ready to make you pay for the shit that you done to me. And that's just how I was, but I was always so miserable, and the rage and my blood would just boil, and I would have so many flashbacks about, I didn't say this, but I should have said that. And when I see him the next time, this is what I'm going to say. And then what about her and this and that? And it's just so crazy. Oh, here we go. Instagram's dropping down again. But but that's the problem that you have when you stay back in the past.
Let me say this. My pastor told me this, and I said I had to write it down as soon as he said it. Ohio. Mm-hmm. Ohio. It means only handle it once.
No, I like that.
Don't continue to go back and be like, okay, because I used to be big on that. I'm a Libra. We really big on overthinking. And you go back and replaying a conversation in your head, or playing the situation over in your head and trying to think of how you should have said or what you should have said. Let it go. It's a past.
Absolutely. You can't change it. Only thing you're going to do when you go on the back is make yourself miserable. So you can either stay in a present moment where you are and enjoy exactly where you are, because you have no idea what tomorrow's going to bring. Like, life can happen to any one of us at any given time. We sitting here now talking, having a great time. Tomorrow, some disastrous stuff can happen in our world, and we have no idea, and it will rock us. So you have to be prepared and be ready to go along with it, because any one of our lives can be rocked today or tomorrow, because it's going to happen, because in life, what goes up must come down. So it is what it is. Everybody going to go through their trials. Everybody going to go through their, peaks and valleys. It is what it is. But so you have to be present in the moment and enjoy what you got going on here now. And I've learned how to do that today. I don't worry about what's happening tomorrow, because when I tried to figure it out all these years, God was like, nah, I got something for you. I'm rewriting this thing right here now. You want this, but this is what I want for you. That's why that door is shut. That's why that person won't answer that phone. This is exactly why this happened. And so that's it. I just learned.
Yeah, we can't take all situations. We can't take everybody where we're destined to go. And I always love to stick in my mind with the phrase, "This too shall pass," whether good or whether bad, it's gonna pass.
Yeah. If
I keep myself optimistic and positive and stay focused and stay looking ahead, I'm good.
Mm-hmm. I agree with that. Now we're going to go ahead and shift it a little bit. This one last question that I've been trying to get through for the past couple nights. I don't know what's been going on.
I got to the third question.
Our questions have just been real good, and we've been on it. So people who say that they have tried everything and they still can't shake the weight. So they tried everything and they can't shake the weight. Is this reality, or are these people really missing something? Are there some few people out there that do everything that they need to do and they still can't lose the weight?
They still can't lose the weight. Mm-hmm. I don't believe that that's a reality. And the reason I say I don't believe that that's a reality, only because I've watched my 600-pound life.
Oh yeah.
And when it came to when it came to life or death matters, and they told them like, hey, you knocking at death's door because you such and such, you close to 800 pounds, you close to 700 pounds, and you actually have you have allowed yourself to get to the state where you have to have somebody bathe you. somebody bring you food and they're helping you to overeat. They're helping you to be glutton.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was saying. Like, that's impossible. Like, y'all.
And when they want that surgery, that they want that doctor that's in Texas to perform for them, they start losing weight. They start dieting. They start cutting back how much they're eating. They start doing exercises, sitting on the sofa or sitting in the bed, just with little dumbbells, moving their arms, and they start losing weight. No. So where there's a will, there's a way.
I need you to listen. And I'm not trying to be funny, but I wish that somebody would. I would have to take care of somebody that's that big, and you sitting here cussing me out, and you think I'm sitting here cooking for you. I've said this before. You will lose weight, and we won't even need to go and see a doctor, because what's going to happen is you're just going to sit there. What, you going to get upset at me? What you going to do? Come and fight me? You can't get up, remember? So you're going to sit there and you're going to lose weight until we understand. And once you start to fight me and you up and you moving, then we made it. So there will be no need for no doctors and all this other stuff. You're getting nothing but salads. And you're getting
I'm trying to tell you, this is what I'm bringing you, a salad and some water.
But you know what? I can't stand. No, I can't stand how they be like, oh, I'm so upset that this and that. And they sitting there cooking for them and going and ordering Popeyes and this and that. Like, are you crazy?
Yeah, I think the one episode that really took me was the mother who was a foster mother who had adopted kids and had foster kids, and she had these foster kids and adopted kids taking care of her. They lifted her legs up to bathe her, and they bring her the stuff from the kitchen so she can cook some of the food. She cooking, laying in bed.
No,
and they gotta go grocery shopping as kids. I mean, little kids. I'm like, are you serious?
The way that you said that, I was so done with you. The way that you said cooking in bed. And it's not funny, but still, like,
But there are people who haven't got to that extent yet, but they will watch that show and be like, oh, well, those people on there, they got a husband or they got a wife. They got somebody loved them. No, they don't love them.
No, because if
they loved them, they would tell them the truth.
Yes.
If they loved them, they would help them cut their habit of eating food. That's not love.
No, I agree.
Everybody could settle for anything just to be around them, just to say you got somebody. That's not love.
Yeah. That's half of the relationships that we get into. But that's a whole nother situation. Well, it's that time for us to go ahead and get on up out of here. So we have Misco. I said it right. I got it right. Misco. And she has a business called Slay Glam Life. And she wants to introduce, what's this thing now? Body sculpting. I said it right.
Body contouring, yes.
Oh, I'm sorry. Body contouring. I don't know what sculpting is, but it might be this Chardonnay that's throwing me off a little bit. I apologize. Body contouring. All right. So where can they find you at?
They can find me on Instagram. Well, all of my social medias have Misco, which is my first name twice. MISCO. I'm also on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. My business page is Slay Glam. I just created another page called Manifesting the Legacy.
I saw that, yeah.
And that is more for business people, inspirational people, just to be uplifting and also encourage people. We're not just trying to live a life. We're trying to also make sure that when we pass, there's something left behind for our family, our friends, and that we touch other people's lives.
You better say that. Yes, I agree with that. What's going on, Serene Poems? How are you? Blessings 333. I'm not sure what's going on Instagram, but it's been an interesting evening tonight. Everything looked great on my end, but they said that the video and audio has been going in and out all night. Somebody, Jontas creates. I think he or she, I'm not sure who you are, but they jumped on over on YouTube because they couldn't put up with what was going on Instagram.
She was determined she was gonna watch.
I think it's.
Thank you, love.
So you know who I was talking about?
Yes,
Okay.
I love
She.
my tribe. People who support me, I always try and make sure I also support them in whatever endeavor they're doing as well.
Absolutely. All right. Well, thank you so much for joining. I will talk to you soon. I will send you all of the information. I will see you in a couple months. Believe it or not, Christmas will be here before you know it.
Yes,
Crazy.
it will. That's my favorite time of year.
I don't like it only because of it's been ruined by me working in retail for so many years. That when it comes around, you'll be like, "Oh, here we go again with this." Like
Oh, I remember those days.
if you want to dislike any type of holiday that makes sense and that's important, just sign up to work in retail, and soon enough you will dislike it. And I really didn't have my first Thanksgiving that I actually enjoyed was maybe about 2 or 3 years ago. 2 years ago, I was like, "Oh, this is good." When I didn't have to get up and go to work for Black Friday the next day at like 4, 5, 6 in the morning. You could actually enjoy a meal with your family and sit down and not have to pack everything up and be in the bed sleep by like 6 because you got to get up the
Right.
next day, and all of the stress and anxiety of what the hell's going on Black Friday sales and this or that.
Well, Black Friday starts on Thursday now. They actually open up the stores on Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
I
they
think
got
last year was the first year that they kept the stores closed and didn't open up on Thanksgiving. Well, normally they run their still on Thanksgiving. So it's like you get up from the table and going straight to the store to stand in line to argue and fight over stuff.
yeah, all over things that don't make any sense. But yeah, thank you so much for coming on. I appreciate you, and I'll see you
You're
soon.
welcome.
All right, take care now.
Bye bye.
So there you have it, everybody. That was Miss Go. Slay Glam Life. Love it. What's going on, everyone out there? Are you still out there hanging on Instagram? Well, if you'd like to go ahead and support the 411 podcast, you can. John Tay. What's up, John Tay? You can go ahead and click the link above all of my social media platforms and go inside of Shop Black Diamond. And if you buy something from there, you can help support the 411 podcast and Reading Between the Wines. I just want to say thank you to Nini out there. I saw you earlier. I don't know if you're still out there. Thank you. You definitely did your thing in that Black Diamond attire. Appreciate it. And I appreciate anybody who has purchased anything from Black Diamond Shop. It's been an amazing journey. We got Reading Between the Wines, apparel coming very soon. So it's exciting. I can't believe that. Wow. And just a couple weeks, 2 to 4 weeks, we getting ready to celebrate a little bit. We almost at the mark. It's almost a year for the 411 podcast and Reading Between the Wines. I can't believe it. Wow. But anyway, so I'd like to thank my executive producer, my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, for allowing me to come out here and give you all the 411 podcast one more time in life. Without him, none of this would be possible at all. And the message that I want to leave tonight is just be thankful. Every now and then, I have to rewind and I just have to say, okay, pause. What are you thankful for? What are you grateful for? And when I say every now and then, it's quite often, several times a day, several times a night, nonstop. But I just have a couple things that I have written down here because I want to make sure that I don't forget anything. And I just want to say, thank you all to everyone who has ever done anything for me. The 411 podcast, Reading Between the Wines. Again, like I said, this is bigger than me. I had no idea that this was going to happen. No idea. I got up. I was thinking about something that I wanted to do. I just didn't know what it was. And I kept asking, please reveal what is it that you want me to do. And as I laid down in depression, sleeping my life away, he put something in my mind and my brain to say, get up, get over your fears, get over everything that, you thought this person said about you, whatever's going on, get over it, press play and talk. And I did. And here we are, like I said, in about 4 weeks, it's almost a year. So I'm thankful for the mindset change, I asked, please take this away from me. Take everything away that I was ever going through. Like, why do I feel a certain way because this person doesn't like me? Why do I feel a certain way because this person wants nothing to do with me anymore? Why do I feel all of the rage and the anger? God, please take this away from me. Take this away from me and show me exactly who I am. Because everyone says you should never let anybody have that much power over you. Like, I've heard that before. So many people have said, you should never let somebody have that much power over you to make you come out of character, to jump out of character. How many times have we been hearing that? Don't ever let anybody make you come out of your character. So I knew that as a child, but it was still in me. I would always jump out of my character because you said something about me and I'm ready to go off and punch you in the face and have a problem and cuss you out and throw something across the room. So I gave up my power, gave it to them. So I hear people telling me, don't let anybody, make you come out of your character. Why is it that I've given all of my power to all of these people? Why? Didn't matter who it was. We talking about family members. We talking about friends. We talking about people that I'm in relationships with. God, please fix me. So thank you so much today where I stand here today. And I know better that, and I've heard somebody say the most effed up thing about me behind my back. And I have the control now. They don't have that power. I didn't go up to them and say, I heard what you said about me. What, you got a problem? Because that's exactly how I used to be. Now, I heard what you said about me. Now, what's it going to be? I'm so glad that I just sat here and was just so cool with myself. And I had to pray about it. It wasn't easy. But I had to sit here and get with myself. And I'm so glad that my mind has been changed right now. I'm just pausing a little bit. I want to make sure that Instagram is good. It's a shame that it's going in and out, but I'm just holding off on y'all because this is very important. And I'm thankful that I have my friends and my family, that I have another shot at getting it right, because I wasn't always the right person, because my mind was so distorted and so confused, that I have another opportunity to make things right with some of the most important people in my life. My mom, my 2 children, my sister, all of the cousins that I haven't even been around in such a long time. Family, just being around family in general. I'm so glad that I have another chance to make this thing work right. And again, like I said, the most important thing is my mind. I'm so glad that I didn't lose my mind, because it was a point where I could have. This isn't easy. It wasn't easy. Working all kinds of crazy hours for somebody else, trying to make it work, living somebody else's dream. I didn't look like you. I didn't act like you, but you told me that I should. I had somebody tell me that I didn't look the part. I liked you better when your hair was this way. Why isn't your hair that way? Why are you hanging around this person at this business meeting? If you do this, you'll possibly get a promotion. Oh, you know what? If you do this, you'll get that. Driving myself crazy, messing up my home life, messing up my relationships. So that got me a little crazy. And then when the job or the jobs, they say, guess what? We found somebody better than you. Oh, and by the way, we like those little things that you put in place. I'm going to go ahead and adopt that and make it a policy and procedure, and you get no credit for it. And my best friend, because it's my best friend, I'll go ahead and give her your position, and I'll go ahead and tell you could be on your way. Simple things like that. We loved you in the past, that we gave you so much money and we gave you so many promotions. But guess what? The company is not doing well anymore. So because the company is not doing well, you're going to have to suffer as well. So there is no reductions in this little thing here. So we don't do any reductions in salary, because you probably wouldn't be able to handle it anyway if we decided to take $20,000 or $30,000 away from you. But we'll do something better for you, and we'll just tell you that you need to get out of here. And if you don't get out of here and you don't get the hint, then you're going to be fired immediately. It's life. But I'm so thankful that all of those crazy things that were going on all through this time, from the time that I was 19 years old, I didn't know anything about being somebody's retail store manager. All I was a hustler, and I knew how to make it work. I didn't know nothing about crunching any type of numbers. I didn't know anything about doing this or doing that. I didn't even know how to be a good leader to people. I had to learn throughout the way, but you giving me all of the tools and all of the knowledge that I need to come up the way that I came up. So I just want to say thank you for all that. And on that, it's just all about gratitude. So basically, what are you thankful in your life? What are you thankful for in your life? Just taking it back. Thinking about all of the stuff that I've been through. I got so many things to be thankful for today, and I'm sure you do as well. I have no idea what's going on Instagram. It keep cutting up in and out. What's going on out there on TikTok? We're getting ready to sign off. It's all about, being grateful and showing gratitude. And that's it, y'all. Thank you so much. Take care. I'll see y'all later.
Thanks for supporting the 411 podcast featuring special guest, Misco. Please follow, like, comment, share, and subscribe on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, and YouTube at Laren Gaines. Text Laren at 609-738-0611. Thank you. Good night.
Misco, thank you so much for coming in. Great individual, wonderful conversation. Definitely have my mind thinking, and I've learned something tonight. And that's the most important thing that we need to know, is that each and every day we need to try to learn from each other. We need to learn something new, and we need to, try to elevate to the next level. Don't stay stuck. Be thankful. Live in the moment. Never take anything for granted. And I definitely am not taking this moment for granted. And I just want to say thank you all one more time. Take care, and I'll see y'all later. I see y'all still hanging out there. That's good, and I appreciate that. Take care. Good night.